Trading indeed is a journey, and I have now been trading for about 2 or 3 years. In this time, I've learned a fair bit about trading, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 common mistakes beginner traders make. I'm also going to share with you the things I did to adapt and overcome these obstacles. Now, if you find this useful, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, support the channel, and I'll keep getting videos like this out to you guys. Let's get busy. So number one for me would be unrealistic expectations. When you first start trading, like I did, I came thinking, you know what, trade is a great way to make money quickly. So I went in, learned how to trade, watched a few YouTube videos, thought I figured it out, and I started trading straight away. I was able to make some money straight away, and I was happy. The sky was the limit. I started planning on how much money I was going to make by the end of the year. And it kept on going for a few days, and then eventually I started taking losses. Now, because I didn't go through the process of learning how to manage risk or going through the process on how to manage my emotion, I ended up losing all of that money. It tends to happen to all beginner traders. So going in, know that it is not realistic to become profitable overnight. It's not realistic to become profitable after 2 or 3 weeks, even a few months, unless you are able to build the discipline that's necessary to be able to become a consistently profitable trader using the right strategy and also finding the right information on the social platforms that we tend to get our information from. Now, this isn't easy. It's going to take some time, and that's why trading is a journey. People always describe it like this for a reason, because you need to go through the ups and downs before you are able to make the mistakes that you then need to analyze and learn from. And if you're not able to do this, you're going to keep repeating the cycle so eventually you give up, okay? And that is why 95% of traders fail. There's a lot of things that link into why people fail. It has a lot to do with our expectations going in. What I did to be able to adapt to this or overcome this obstacle was to become more patient. I started focusing on things outside of trading. Once I learned my solid strategy, learned how I could become profitable, I knew then I need to be disciplined. And to be disciplined takes time, especially when you go through the beginning learning the wrong ways to trade. It's hard to then make that switch to become disciplined. So becoming patient, changing your expectation and doing things outside of trading helps you realize that trading is just one aspect of many ways we can make an income. So if you have a 9 to 5, that's great. Just focus on that and trade on the side. If you think that quitting your 9 to 5 and becoming a full-time trader is a good idea, I highly recommend you don't do that, okay? I mean, my structure is different. I can do trading full-time if I want, but I choose not to. I got all the time in the world. I am retired. I could trade all day if I wanted to. But to be honest, the more you are on the charts, the more likely you're going to make mistakes. Patiently wait, take small trades and build up your account over the years. And the reason you do that is because you need the time to be able to learn from the charts, learn from losses, learn from bad habits, learn what your bad habits are and learn how to control them. And once you're able to do that, you're going to become a better trader. Okay, so number 2 for me would be overtrading. So when you first start trading, trading is not like a normal 9 to 5 or any other form of income where you have a defined start time and a defined end time. Trading is down to you when you start and when you stop, what session you trade or what session you don't trade, right? Unfortunately, no one mentioned that at the beginning to me. So I was my own boss. I started trading and I never stopped. I just continued trading over. I could be up $800 in one given day and I'll continue trading because it was fun. It was, when you first start something, you're learning something new, you want to apply it and it's fun. And unfortunately, trading is very addictive. It's almost like a game, and it became a game for me because it wasn't about the money, it was about winning. and I was addicted to winning. Okay, so when I took a loss, I couldn't accept my losses. I would revenge trade. I'll continue trading until I either broke even or the session ended. Like, I mean, all the sessions. So if I started in London session, I'll continue trading all the way through until New York session ended. And sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night, start trading the Asian session. So overtrading is actually a very big common mistake that a lot of us traders make. The best way, or the way I was able to overcome this obstacle, which was probably my most difficult obstacle to overcome, I took a break, and that was difficult. Imagine you're addicted to something and you just want to do it, and now you've lost money doing it. You just want to get that money back. So being able to step away from trading was difficult for me. But I was able to do that because I realized that trading isn't the only thing that was important to me, and I had other sources of income. So this is back to what I said earlier, that having more than one source of income is good, and treat trading like a side hustle. That's going to help you. Okay, so I was able to walk away from trading, reassess what I was doing, look at my behavior, and I basically said, how can I overcome this? And I limited my trading to taking maybe 3 trades a day, right? So that meant I could take a win. If I took a loss, I got one more chance, right? Then I took another break, came back, and I said, you know what, 3 trades a day? No, I don't like that. I want 1 trade a day. So 1 trade a day now means I need to focus on my particular setup. I can't take any other setups that's out of what I have back tested. And if I do that, and because I back tested it, I know what my win rate is, I am confident in that setup, right? So I have to be patient now. I'm now disciplined, and I've got 1 shot to get this right. I'll take that trade. If I'm right for that day, great. If I'm wrong, that's cool, because tomorrow I'm going to get it back. I'm going to be break even tomorrow, because I am now relying on my strategy, and I'm no longer focusing on the quantity of trades to make money. I'm now being patient and waiting for the quality of my strategy to be able to become profitable. Okay, so that's how I was able to overcome that obstacle. So number 3 for me would be bad risk management. So when I first started trading, I didn't even have any risk management. I occasionally use a stop loss, but I wasn't really focused on losing. I was trying to win, and there will be a particular setup I'll get into, prices move in my direction, and then I feel, okay, great. Then price starts moving against me, and I would move my stop loss, and I just kept adjusting my stop loss so I could stay in the move and hope that I wasn't going to lose, right? You cannot rely on hope to become a consistently profitable trader. You need to rely on discipline. So having a stop loss is key to becoming a consistently profitable trader, okay? Becoming profitable is easy. Becoming a consistent profitable trader is heavily reliant on being good at managing your risk. One advice I could give you guys to overcome this obstacle is actually to use less leverage. Okay, if you are used to risking 1%, or even some people risk 2%, I think some people talk about using 2% per trade, and you are finding that you keep on losing and blowing up accounts, common sense would dictate that you use less leverage. So I mean, 1% is cool. It's common knowledge that most people talk about. There's no reason you can't risk 0.5%. I mean, there's some traders risk only 0.25%. Okay, professional traders that do that, and they are more focused on taking little wins and building up their accounts, and they're not concerned about or trying to make money overnight. They are learning how to trade, and once you learn how to trade, you could then increase your leverage and make more money per trade, and even trade less. So that's something in the future, but to get to that stage, you need to be able to become a consistently profitable trader, and to do that, you need to be able to manage your risk. Risk 0.5 per trade, risk 0.3 per trade, and focus more on learning how to be consistently profitable, and then in the future you could increase your lot size. Number 4 for me is trading on emotions. You don't want to be an emotional trader. You're not able to think logically if you are thinking or reacting based on emotions. Whether you've had a very good day the previous day, that could lead to overconfidence, that could lead to overtrading, and that could eventually lead to you losing trades and revenge trading. And in reverse, whether you've had a previous bad day, it doesn't mean you're going to have a good day today. So trading with the expectation the market owes you something because you had a bad day, I mean, it's a losing recipe. It's a recipe for disaster. So you don't want to be in a state of emotions when you are trading. You want to be in a calm state where you could clearly see the charts and you are not being distracted based on your feelings. Trading is very logical, and you want to be in that state when you trade. So you are able to think about what your setup is. You are able to focus only on that setup and you are not making these silly mistakes. One of the things that helped me to be able to overcome this obstacle was to focus on taking one trade a day, on one session a day, and only trading one pair. So basically through all that process is building discipline. And if you're building discipline as you're trading, you're going to become less emotional. And that's where you want to be to become a successful trader. Last but not least, number 5, and that's having a bad strategy. Unfortunately, there's a lot of misinformation on YouTube and other social media platforms. There are a lot of people who realize that they don't need to actually be good at trading to be able to make money from trading. All they need to do is talk about trading. So there's a lot of telltale signs, but I'm not going to go into it in this video. So the way I was able to overcome this obstacle was to backtest everything that I came across. I eventually came across supply and demand. I scrutinized it, I backtested it on demo accounts until I found that it was working. And then it made a lot of sense. There was 3 setups I liked. I tested them all and I refined them to having only one particular setup I like now, and that's what I trade. And I show you tons of examples of that in live trades on my channel. So if you're interested in finding a strategy that actually works, that has typically I have an 80% win rate. Doesn't mean you're gonna have an 80% win rate because you need to learn how to trade it like I do. But if you're interested in having something that has a high win rate that works consistently and you could trade on a daily basis with no emotions, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out the videos, support the channel, and I keep getting examples like this and other useful information and content like this out to you guys as soon as I can. This is Patrick signing out, and on to next time. Peace.